Except take you home and make you like a loving wife. So we can always be together, always and nice.
I gotta go get my handkerchief. No, I gotta pick one.
I don't want to have a man bragging everywhere you go. I see you. You're everything nice. You're that goodness.
Hey, top of it. Just waiting on a few more people to get on there, man. So,
If it's love that you're running from, there's no having there's no more if you just put your hands in mine, we're gonna leave all the troubles behind. Oh, we know that.
hey, just a little tip. Hey, top of it. I'm just waiting on some more people to get on here. But in the meantime, I want to acknowledge the people who got on here early, man. Freddie P, Joshua Rayos, Common Sense, KB the Don, top of it, man. Kareem Muhammad, Sir Big Dog, G the Gent, top of it, man. G the Gent say this game is like climbing a ladder. Instead of taking the stairs, it's important not to miss a step. Glasses up, G the Gent. Kwane, Prize, hey, top of it, man. Big Steve from Texas, top of it, Big Steve. Mice Lives Matter, top of it, King Diamond. Divine Joseph, like Michael, A Savage, Christian Poree, Trey W. Warchild, Rashad Keenan, D1. And to all the people who's listening in, top of it to y'all, man. No, I'm really going to have to go. Okay. 45 people. I need to go and kick it off, man. All right. Hey, top of it. All right. We at it again. And, man, you know, I hate to be bringing up politics, but man, you know, this is one of the biggest days in voting history. You know, and I know y'all saying, "Oh man, our votes don't matter." You know, the last vote 4 years ago, everybody, not only me, was all geeked up, thought Hillary was winning, and Hillary did win by the popular vote, and that's when, like I said, I ain't never really been into politics, but after that, when Donald Trump won, I learned a lot about politics. I'm talking about, I learned that it's the electoral votes. That's what makes the president. So at this point right here, they have to have 270 electoral votes to actually win. And I just checked maybe 5 minutes ago, and Trump is at 214 electoral votes, and Biden is at 253 electoral votes. So we have, like, I think 6 or 7 major states that's left. And if Biden take 2 of those, he win. In order for Donald Trump to win, Donald Trump would have to win all of those 5 states. And I don't think that's gonna happen. But who knows when it comes to politics, man? Like I said last time, everybody thought Hillary was winning, you know, but it didn't happen like that. So let's hope it works out a little better. I'm saying, for the simple fact, to me, I know one president probably no better than the other one. I understand that, but the thing of it is, anybody beat Donald Trump, man, because Donald Trump, he done brought all this hate back out, gave certain races they balls back, and now they think they got some balls again, you know. So once he lose, all that's gonna be stripped away. You know, it's gonna take some time. But anyway, like I say, top of it, whole world talking about the voting, you know, and I'm serious, man. It's an important day, you know, and people always say, "Oh, it don't matter." Something gonna matter, man. We got to have some kind of changes. You know, I'm talking about for the youth that's coming up. We cannot. I got sons. I got grandsons. We cannot just let the police continue to have free reign on killing our Black kids. We really got to stop that. And the only way we're going to do that is by getting some kind of changes, and sticking to it. So I believe we're on the road to make some changes. At least I hope. So today, we're going to kick it around about what I call menaces. And I'm getting a story about menaces from it was just a shock to me. Young pimping. I've been mentoring young pimping maybe for about a year, year and a half, and every couple of months he hit me. You know, every time he come up, Tay, I didn't came up. Yeah, I came with this broad, came up with that broad, sending me pictures, talking about, you know, showing me his success, you know, showing me his ride, you know, and just, you know, he said, just don't know what he says, you know. He said, Tay, you always talk about show and tell. He said, well, this show and tell, and he sent me a few pictures, you know, and he texted me and, you know, showing me this broad and kind of showing me that broad he got. So, you know, I'm thinking, young pimping. I'm thinking he putting it down, man. I'm thinking he really putting it down. So he keep texting me, telling me how he checking him, you know, telling me how he appreciate me giving him the game. So after a while, I said, well, man, how deep are you? He said, I'm 4 deep, Tay. And I say, 4 deep, man, you have money. I said, what city, what state you getting down in? And I'm not going to even mention the state or the city because, you know, you guys probably know this guy. He always out on the track screaming, pimping, 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 you know, worrying this pimp's hoe and worrying that pimp's hoe, you know, screaming, pimping, popping his collar, you know, with the flash and looking like he all about it. This is why I tell y'all in the game about communicating. See, coming through my era, we communicated in the game. Anybody fresh came to town, we all acknowledge him. Say, man, a couple of new pimps in town, man, from the Bay, man. You know, yeah, what they had, let's go holler at them, you know, and we greet pimping. Evidently, you guys ain't got away, from pimp communication. Man, pimp communication is very important. You got a pimp over here in Cali, the police going crazy on the hoes on the track. You over in the Midwest or you on the East Coast, you getting money. It's 5, 6, 7, 8 other pimps in the town. Y'all getting money. Pimp communication. You're supposed to holler at that pimp on the West Coast and be like, man, we getting money here, man. Man, y'all getting money there? Yeah, man, the police are let pimp getting money, man. They ain't messing with pimps. Supposed to relay that message. Then he's supposed to take that same message and holler at a pimp that's on the track down in Texas. Then holler at a pimp that's on the track in Fresno, or holler at a pimp that's on the track in Kansas City. You find a honey hole, you're supposed to share with pimping. That's how you open up towns. You go to a town, 4, 5 pimps on the track, they getting some money, police ain't sweating them. So they be selfish with the game. This is what I'm talking about, how the game been changed. So y'all be selfish with the game, you know, then you 4, 5, or 6 little pimps that y'all getting y'all money, and y'all don't tell nobody. See, that's the reverse of coming through my era. You understand me? How game recognize game. See, wherever there's a track, there's enough money for everybody. Because you can't count how many tricks is in each city. So it's money for everybody. If you didn't gave your broad the proper game. If you got your broad looking like, you know, she about you. If you got your broad looking like a hoe and not a slut. Because there is a big difference. You can dress a female up to look like a hoe, but you can overdo it. And she look like she trying too hard. If you're in the game, you know exactly what I mean. So, but getting back to this to this young pimp. So I said, man, what town you in? So he tell me what town he in. And I said, man, I heard they closed the track down there. And he was like, shit, I don't really mess with the track. And I said, what you mean you don't mess with the track? I said, you got the new whip and I said, everything you show me, every time you get a new hoe, you hit me with it. He said, shoot, Tay, I got, he said, I got the bras, I got strippers, man, And I said, you got strippers? Well, you said you had hoes. He said, yeah, they are hoes, Tay. They be turning dates in the strip joint. He said, so the game go like this. If a bitch selling pussy, she a hoe. And I said, no, man. I said, if a broad is selling pussy, that does not make her no hoe. That's just like you youngsters that's in the game right now. And I call y'all one-hit wonders. A one-hit wonder to me is this right here. You got your first broad in the game. You barely been down in the game 3 years. And you still got that one broad. But you screaming pimping. And I'm going to repeat, what I said in my last video, you guys. Just because you have one hoe, that does not make you a pimp. What makes you a pimp is getting longevity out the game, growing in the game, having something to show that you're getting out the game. And every time I see, or anybody else see your woman, we see you. Now, if you stick to them standards, then you got a half a chance. And that's only part of them. I went over a few of the rules last week. But let me get back to Young Pimpin'. So Young Pimpin' he said, Tay, it ain't about how you get the money. He said, it's about getting the money, man. So I said, okay. I said, when it comes to pimping is getting money from a hoe every night. Pimping is having rules and restrictions on yourself and on the hoe that you sending. Pimping is giving a hoe a challenge every day. And to stay with your program and grow with your program, she got to complete that challenge every day. And every day it's going to be a new challenge. Because you the creator. You the painter. You paint this picture. You got to stay in control. Now, I tell him, I say, no disrespect, Young Pimpin'. I say, but do the hoes ever go to the track? And he's like, no, man. He said, should I tell them? He said, that's how I catch him. I said, what you mean that's how you catch him? He said, that's how I catch him, Tay. He said, I get him on the track. He said, man, I really shouldn't tell you this, man, because you're going to think that I'm not pimping. I said, no, man. I said, I'm not on your judge and jury. I said, just tell me. So this is how he do it. The first broad he got, the broad had a book. She had a trick book that she had built up. And she was working on a couple of services. And she had, like I said, she had a few tricks and aims. So the broad left, leaving him in possession of that information. So what he did was he go to the track, and he said it took him a couple of weeks to knock the hoe. So he go to the track, and he get at the hoe, and he said, yeah, baby, I got a way that you can keep hoeing, but you ain't got to be out here on these streets. You ain't got to be out on these streets taking all these chances, going through all this hell with the pimps messing with you and the police messing with you. You ain't got to go through all this. You ain't got to have no quota. Look here, this is what I'm gonna do. So you don't get in trouble with that pimp. Look, okay, I'm gonna give you 200. So I'm gonna give you 200 now. Now we going on a date. So, here 200 now. You get on in the car. He get abroad 200. She get in the car. He take her to the motel and start this conversation. And then he starts to tell her, I got a trick book. I can hook you up on the doggone service. Your feet ain't got to never touch down on the ground. You can make money every day. I got a driver to take you where you want to go. He's going to be waiting for you. You ain't going to have no pressure. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take 80% and I'm going to give you 20%. So he get the broad. And so then he set out to do this. Now he got 4 bras. And each of those bras he caught the same way. He got a new car in the year, He got a couple of apartments for the bras, So what I'm saying is that this right here is what I call a menace. This is what I call a menace to the game. So I know you guys understood how I ran it down, what he does. If you continue, you people broad on the track, you continue to get, you continue to put your work in on this broad every day. Every day now. I'm saying not taking off no days. One of those days, you're going to catch baby where she feeling down. Where she done something stupid and her man done jammed her. Maybe he done slapped her. Maybe he done kicked her in her ass. Maybe he done buked her for being out of pocket. Who knows? But you've been at her. You've been at her every day. Now she done got checked at home. Now she vulnerable. Why she vulnerable? Because you've been at her every day. Now you catch her at that weak moment. She thinking in her mind, fuck this motherfucker. I got this doggone trap. I should just choose on him. I'm tired of his bullshit. I'm tired of this and tired of that. And this is what she thinking. And because you've been putting in your work, now you fixing to reap the benefits. Now you fixing to get that hoe. Why? Because you done caught her at her weakest moment. And the only way that you know that it's her weakest moment, because you've been spitting that conversation at her. You've been spitting that conversation at her every day. If you've been putting in your right work every day on this female, trust and believe. It might be the first week. It might be the second week. It might be the third week. It might be the second day. It might be the 5th, 6th, 7th day. But if you keep on putting in work on that broad, sooner or later, you're going to catch her at that weak moment. You didn't catch her when he didn't mispimped. And then you're going to have her. But once you have her, then you got to know what to do with her. Okay, back to the story. So, young pimpin', I've been giving him the knowledge and, he's been taking it, doing it his way. So, like I say, the bras got, one of the bras got a car. He riding brand new. He doing good. Okay. Now, I asked him, I said, man, do you be screaming pimping in front of them bras, man? He said, shit, tell you, I be screaming pimping. I be popping my collar. Okay. Couple of days later, but I left this part out. A couple of days before that, another young pimp would contact me and he said, say, man, do you know so-and-so? And I said, yeah, I know him. So then he starts to run this story down to me about this dude that was faking like a pimp He was looking like a pimp, but he approached this broad, telling her that he wanted to turn a day for 200. And then when they get to the hotel, the broad started to take off her clothes. He said, "No, I don't want no date. I just want some conversation." And then he runs down the story. Then a young pimpin', tell me the story. I put 2 and 2 together. But he having money. He doing good. He got 4 bras that he got like that. Okay. Now. Now. So he contact me. Now he got a problem. This is problem. The book been a little slow. That little service stuff been a little slow. So evidently he's not telling all, because evidently he been telling them hoes all along. Matter of fact, when he catch them, he tell them that once they get with them, that they feet ain't never got to touch down on no concrete no more. Then he been steadily telling them this. So this is what I'm saying. For y'all, man, that's having these dancing bras in these clubs, man, stop naming stop screaming and pimping. You a player. You're a player. You're not even a player. You're a player. Because check this out. Pimping on a broad and sending a broad. Let me say this right here. Sending a broad. Pimping gonna send the broad with instructions. Now, a player, he don't have no instructions. All she do is, hey baby, warm that screen up and get us some money. Ain't that some, yeah. See, the broad is on the net. That's like a gigolo to me. That ain't even a player. That's like a gigolo. Because I know what they do. They got the bras on the net. And I know a lot of y'all getting paid good off the net. But I know one thing y'all do. Don't do. Y'all don't never even say the word pimp. Y'all don't. Y'all got them bras on that internet getting your money. And y'all done promised them bras that they feet ain't got to touch down on that concrete. I know y'all don't never say nothing about pimping. If you do say something about pimping, the broad ain't around. Whenever you in the presence of that broad and you got a couple of them working on the net, you square motherfuckers, y'all don't never mention the word pimp. Never. You don't never say it. Now, when you get with your other little friends, your other I'm gonna say fake players, when you get with them, y'all screaming pimping, y'all popping y'all collar, y'all out there on the doggone track trying to get in every other pimp's business, but you got your little bras, you got them hid away. So this is what I'm saying. In the game, y'all on these tracks, man, everybody new come to the track. Y'all supposed to see who it is, man. Y'all supposed to kick it with them, man. Game recognize game, man. You supposed to kick it with your own kind. Man, this is the only way y'all gonna stop these suckers from infiltrating the game. Yeah, I wind up spanking young pimpin'. But then young pimpin' saying in the end, he say, Tay, I'm gonna take the spanking, man. But in the end, Tay, shit, I'm getting paid, man. Okay. Now, that was our conversation. Okay. Now, why is it that he texted me this morning, Tay, I got a problem, man. I need a consultation, man. I need to kick it with you. So I called him up. We had a conversation, and I'm young pimping. What's the problem, man? I said, man, shit, man, you still 4 deep? He said, yeah, tell 4D. I said, you still got them screen holes? I call them screen holes. You know, and he said, yeah, Tay, but I got a problem, man. And I'm like, well, damn, man, you know, you got a problem. You was telling me, you know, man, you've been sending me pictures, man, and telling me how swell things been going on. Shoot, man, you said that you were never going back to the streets again. So what's the problem, man? So this is problem. He said all the bros got together and asked him could they talk to him. So they have a family meeting. And guess what came out in the family meeting? He calling me, asking me, you know, how should, you know, talking about he shot, talking about how should they handle it. So this the problem he got. All the bros sat down with him, you know, and asked him, could they go back to the track and work? Because the service was kind of slow. So they asked him, could they go back to the track and work and make sure they have their phones with them so they can work the track and work the service. And he like, Tay, you know, sound like conspiracy to me, man. Sound like these bras conspiring, man. Sound like these bras conspiring against me. I said, man, the bras are not conspiring with you, man, against you. They asking to be pimped on, man. You around here screaming, pimping, you know, now it's time to pimp. The hoes asking this man, can they go to the track? 4 of them that he got off the track. Tried to turn them into Susie Homemaker, you know, the screen hoes. I'm just saying to say, man, these guys right here are menaces. These are, you know, these let's make a deal pimps. Any weak hoe that's on the track, I said weak hoe. First of all, he give her that 200, she getting in the car. Once she in the car, and he run down that little idea to her, a lot of them weak hoes that y'all ain't put your pimping into them, what you think them hoes gonna do, man? They gonna jump the fence. Now, how do we erase these menaces and get rid of it and how do y'all get rid of it? You see, I say we, you know, like I'm pimping. The way you guys get rid of them menaces is continue to kick conversation and game with your female 24/7. Listen, man, when you having a conversation with your broad, man, if her eyes ain't directly on you, if she's not looking at, like my mom and my dad used to be having a conversation. Just say older people be having a conversation, you know, and we somewhere, we watch the conversation. We looking right in their mouth. My mom and dad used to say, boy, you looking at my mouth? Go mind your own business. So what I'm saying, when you have a conversation with, you know, when you having your conversation, when you kicking game with your broad, man, that's what she's supposed to be. Right here, man. Right here, man. You know, eye to eye, man. Every time you say something sharp, her mouth should drop and her mouth should be wide open, like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take this broad's breath away with conversation. Not just every other day. I'm talking about every day. You're supposed to be every day. You're supposed to be building a bond with this female that you sending, that's taking chances for you, that's putting her life on the line with you. You're supposed to be building a bond so strong with her that can't nothing penetrate it. Because you got the game. Can't no game penetrate your game. It can't even dent it. You got that armor protection around it. Your game. That's how you erase the menaces. Because no matter what he say, no matter what they hear, because trust and believe, it's a lot of pimps putting in work on the track, on your broad, probably as we speak. And I know, I know all y'all saying, oh shit, Tay. I ain't worried. I ain't worried about pimping. Excuse me. I ain't worried about pimping getting at my broad. I know my game tight. Okay. Cool. That's the way you're supposed to feel. Whenever that broad get out your car, you supposed to know, you supposed to feel like, man, I'm fixing to get that rack today, man. Yeah, baby, bring that rack back. And you supposed to feel have enough confidence in your pimping and in you to feel that you can't be knocked. That's what game do for you. Excuse me. And if you don't have your game like that, if you don't have your game tight like that, then that's when those menaces, that's when they coming. Excuse me. That's when they coming. That's when them let's make a deal pimps is coming. That's when them tricks with money is coming. Now, here your broad catch a date. He give her 2 racks. Take her to his fly joint. Take her to his mansion. He walk in with her. Soon as she walk in, first thing she thinking is dollar signs. Okay. Then he start to do this a couple times every week. Then you say to yourself, I'm getting paid. Then he start to do it, a couple more times a week. And then you look around, you getting paid now. Yeah, he breaking her off. You getting paid. But he consuming almost all of her time. She spending more time with the trick than she spending with you. Ain't no money in the world worth that. See, sometimes greed, everybody loves money. And they say love is the root of the love of money is the root of all evil. 90% of people buy into that. The love of money is the root of all evil, meaning that you're gonna do anything for the money. I'm gonna let this hoe date this trick as long as he continue to pay her. But you ain't thinking about the time that he taking up. You're not thinking about, it ain't always about the money. Charge the trick, try to break him, and then cut it off with him. Because them long relationships that your broad got with a trick and he breaking off 2,000, 2,500, it's not cool to let that continue to go on. Because if your game ain't tight in the end, you're gonna lose the hope to the trick. Because you got off your game. You let the trick buy your hope from you. Because all you was concentrating on was how much he was giving your hope. You done forgot about telling the bitch how to break him. You done forgot about popping game on the broad, because in your mind, oh, she got it. Oh, she got this trick. Say, man, a trick broke the broad up 2,500, man, or 3 days in a row, man. But you ain't even kicked it with her about it. You ain't even kicked it with her. All you done is got the money. A good job, baby. You ain't even kicked it with her. You ain't even sit down and had a conversation with her to find out what conversation that she done had with this trick. What are you and this motherfucker talking about? Have he offered you something? Don't just I'm not saying don't take the money, but watch what this female is doing. Stay up on her. Don't just accept the fact that she's bringing you these doggone thousands and you just keep taking it. Keep your eye on the prize. Is she not your prize? Well, man, keep your eye on her, man. Remember, man, remember, man, she's a hoe, man. And without conversation, quiet mind is the devil's workshop. I know y'all done heard that. That's perfect when you got a hoe. If you don't can constantly keep game on her mind and constantly keep showing her how to grow and showing her that money ain't everything, if you don't continue to do that, then your hoe can get bought right from up under you. See, a lot of hoes are always looking for a rest home. Man, they're looking for a rest home. And when you just let the hoe just continue to break a trick without staying up on your money, without staying up on your game, man, you take a big chance of losing that broad, man. You can't get bought by the money because these fakes, they would knock you off. Hey, Anthony Wright, cash for houses, top of it, man. So I keep hearing, young pimps having different conversations. And I keep seeing these different little sayings that people say on Facebook. And I see one, talking about, yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with these hoes nowadays, man. They choosing pimps, cause they riding pretty. They choosing pimps cause they jeweled up. They choosing pimps that already they choosing pimps that's already got something. So that make it easier for them because they ain't got to do too much to help him get where he at because he already there. Man, y'all pimps that saying that, man, y'all thinking way too much. Y'all giving them hoes way too much credit. The reason that them hoes is jumping the fence and choosing, and they choosing what look like pimping because so many of y'all look like not what pimping is. Pimping is about the glitter and the glamour. Pimping is about a hoe seeing you and seeing pimping, or what she think pimping is. Coming through my era, man, listen. Every pimp made it his job to be sharp every day. And before you have something to say about that, let me say what I'm talking about. It was over 100 pimps on Sunset every day. And out those 100 pimps every day on Sunset, every one of them 100 pimps was sharp every day. Every one of them. Whether they was holeless or not. They were sharp every day. I can't even think of too many times that I even saw pimps on Sunset wearing jeans. I'm thinking, and I really can't see it or picture because it just wasn't like that. If you was pimping in Hollywood, you better be about some fashion. You better be about the game. Because when a hoe see you, she said, oh yeah. Telling her mind, oh yeah, there go pimping right there. Now I ask y'all on the track, can hoes say that right now? They see y'all young pimps on the track. Can a hoe say, oh, there go pimping right there? She can't. Because y'all, Ike and Mike, y'all look alike. It's okay to put on some Jordans and some jeans, you know, and a t-shirt. Sometimes that's okay. But every night, where your flash, where your glitter and your glamour. Pimping, where your glitter and your glamour. That's one of the rules of the game. Stay uniformed up 24/7. Even when you're casual, you're sharp. That's pimping. Being an individual, being different, standing out above the crowd. That's game. That's knowledge. Be an individual. Don't be like everybody else. Check this out. It's just like your conversation. If y'all don't start popping game and conversation and some knowledge to these females that you got, and pimping come through and spit something out of his mouth, and the hoe be like, damn, man, my man don't, damn, my man, he don't talk like that. She's saying it to, this is what she's saying it to herself. Because when you putting in work and spitting at her brow, like I always say, she gonna hear you. Say, man, y'all can pop all the game you want to your hoes that you got. You better pop enough game to them to lock them in. You better pop enough game to make sure that they with your program, that they with you, that they with the game that you're spitting. Because if you don't, and the broad is on the track, and every day this pimp riding by and he's spitting at her. She ain't looking. She's staying in her pocket. She walking fast. But she can't put no earplugs in her ear. Whatever pimping saying to that hoe, some of it gonna get to her. Every day you saying something different. Every day you spitting it. Man, out of 100%, man, at least 80% of it going in that bitch's ears. Like I say, man, she ain't got no earplugs in her ear, so she can hear. So if you ain't spitting no game and you ain't putting you into her, then you putting yourself a couple steps back. Because game recognize game. And if you ain't spitting into somebody else's ears, and they catch that hoe at her weak moment, when you didn't miss pimp, that broad gonna be gone, man. That broad gonna be gone, you know. And I really probably shouldn't be letting y'all know that. You know, I probably should continue to let you guys let you non-pimping motherfuckers keep fattening a frog for a snake. You know? and while we on the subject, so now y'all want to know, you know, what did my man do? So he asked me, Tay, what should I do, man? I think it's a conspiracy, man. I think these broads conspiring against me. I said, man, for a year and a half, man, you know, we've been having consultations, man. I've been popping that game and knowledge to you. I've been checking with you, making sure that you're doing it right. It's time to pimp, man. I said, that's all I can tell you. It's time to pimp. Anytime, man, you got 4 bras and they come to you. You know what that showed me? He fixing to get knocked, man. And the reason that he fixing to get knocked, because if these little services is going a little slow and he was pimping, I'm saying the track and the services. Ain't nothing wrong with doubling up. If he would have been doing that, if he'd have kept pimping on them hoes, man, then he would have went to them hoes and said, hey, you know what? These services moving too slow. This shit too slow. We got to hit that track. We got to grow. We need this dope so we can grow. That's all he had to say. But for the bras to come to him, man, I told him, man, I said, you slacking in your pimping, man. I said, and you better tighten it up, man. I said, and you better tighten it up quick, man. I say, because soon as you put them bras on that track tonight, man, if you ain't tightened up your program with them bras, man, and they had to ask you, could they go to the track? I said, man, I hope you don't get knocked. I said, because what you did was you took hoes and tried to make them out of housewives. He said, well, I ain't trying to make them out no housewife. He said, I just took the game inside. So I said, you know what, man, I apologize, man. You know, you wasn't trying to make them no housewives. I said, but to me, you know, pick a name, what you want to call it, man. You take a hoe off the track, you understand me, and tell her that her feet ain't got to touch on the track no more. And this is where she was turned out. This is where she started at. This is where she was introduced to the game at. And now you're going to change that for whose benefit? For the hoe? You trying to save the hoe's ankles? I said, young pimpin', I hope you make it through, man. I said, but you better tighten up, man. I said, everything that me and you, that I've been kicking with you for that year and a half, I said, you need to go back and go back over it. You need to get with that man in the mirror. That's the only way you solve any problem. Kick with that man in the kick with that man in the mirror. Because once you find who you are, then the world gonna be yours. For real. So I'm gonna acknowledge the people that's on here. Ivan G, top of it. I hope y'all got some questions for me, man. You know, Sirism, top of it, man. Rashad, Keenan. Okay, here we go. He said, whatever you catch her with, you keep her with. If you started making deals, you got to make better deals. Well, I will say this, man. The way you start off is the way you end up. If you start off being firm and standing on your pimping and being real and being honest and not telling no lies, you understand me? Telling the broad just what it is. Tell her what you gonna go for and tell her what you're not gonna go for. Tell her what your program is. Either she gonna get with the program or she gonna get on. All right. Where we at right here? Okay. G the gent. Here we go. Says a real P motivates his women and gives her game. The knowledge I give keeps the bitch from slipping. When the bitch finally leaves, she will still have the knowledge she paid me for. Yeah, that's correct. See, that's why I say, that's why I did that show. And I said, don't it make you mad when you done put you in a broad and you done got paid on it, you know, broad paying you from the game that you done put in her. And then she turned around and jumped the fence and used the game that you done gave her, you know, to pay some other pimp. Yeah, I know that's messed up, man, but that's just a part of the game that we have to deal with. You know? Let's see who else we got here. Rocker Me 100 said we need this dough so we can grow. That's right. DMV Greedy, top of it, man. King Diamond, top of it, man. King Diamond say, excuse me, facts. Just like you pimped at her to knock her, you got to keep pimping at her to keep her, man. That's exactly right, man. Okay. Sirism. That's right, Sirism. Put your work in, man. Okay. What else we got here? See about any more questions. King Diamond. Okay, here's right here. King Diamond say, what about these niggas paying for plane, train, and bus tickets? Yeah, that's good right there. See, check this out right here. Bras in another city She in another state, but she a hoe, and she wanna be with you. This is what pimping do. You know what pimping tell that hoe? Say, baby, show me that you want to be with me. You know, get here. You know, show me you a real hoe. You know, and find your way to get to this pimping. A real hoe, that's what she gonna do. All y'all buying bus tickets and buying plane tickets. You know what you showing that broad? You showing that broad that you don't have respect for the game. See, you starting off making deals. You starting off making it soft for the broad. And that's the way that you're going to wind up. That's the way it's going to end up. She's not going to have the proper respect for you. You got to start off pimping, man. You got to start off standing on your game, like standing on your pimping like a manhood. If a broad want to be with you, and she calls herself being about the game, then she'll find a way. She'll hoe up or blow up. All right. Good question, King Diamond. Good statement, man. All right. Tourism say the bitch want a winner, not a loser. Clint Abernathy. What up with you, man? Tourism say, my name ain't Monty Hall, bitch. This ain't Let's Make a Deal. That's right. Papalucci, Cleveland Roberts. Antone, top of it, man. Divine Knox, Chris King, Dolch B2B. He said, hit the like button. DMV Greedy. Trey W. Warchild. Extraordinary Gentleman. Okay, here we go. Wynez Shears, 02. I ain't no P, but this good game can be applied to the way I run my LLC and my lifestyle. That's right, man. See, one thing about game, you're right. See, the game can be used in the square world. Game is knowledge about doing what you do best. All right. G the Gent, what G the Gent say? Ain't nothing better than a track. It's going to show you if she loyal and stomp down about your program. Rain, sleet, or snow. Go get my dough. That's right, G the Gent. You know, the track does show you a lot. It shows you, it shows your lady, it shows her dedication. It shows her loyalty. Having laid on the track, you can see your game work. See, you plant your seeds. You plant your seeds. You planting you in baby every day, and you watch your seeds grow by watching her progress on the track, by watching her grow on the track. That's game. That's knowledge. All right. King Diamond. Ricky Ooh Wee. Who else we got here? Ali Shakur. Common Sense. Try to see if you guys got any more questions. Let's see. Here we go. Christian Pori say, Tay, the young pimp should just claim hustler. All that's okay for a hustler. If he's doing good from it, he shouldn't give himself a black eye claiming pimp when he ain't. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Man, claim what your game is. If you a hustler, well then, okay, claim you're a hustler. But don't be screaming pimping. Because pimping is sending a hoe to the track and giving her instructions on how to get your money. Anything else? Hustler, whatever, anything else. Call it what you want to call it. But stop screaming pimping, because it is not the pimping. Okay. See if we got any more questions here. Papa Lucy, King Diamond, Trey W. Warfield. Trey W. Warchild. Just looking for some more questions, man. What's up, Kay? Checking from Dago. Prize, I see you, man. Steve Anderson, top of it, man. Kevin Lee, A+ MVP, top of it, man. Cleveland Roberts, Common Sense, Kevin Lee. Hey, man, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Great show. I want to thank all y'all that voted. And so now I'm going to talk to you guys about this new special that I have, this new special sale that I have. I'm calling it the pandemic sale. And the pandemic sale is this right here. My game piece library, which consists of 65 game pieces. Those 65 game pieces go for $550. So I'm having a pandemic sale. So you get 65 game pieces for $300, plus you get 3 15-minute consultations for free. Okay, I'm going to repeat again my pandemic sale for my game piece library, which consists of 65 game pieces. So the sale is 65 game pieces, my whole game piece library for $300. And you also get 3 15-minute consultations for free. Okay. I also still have my six game pieces for $50 sale, 10 game pieces for $80, 15 game pieces for $100. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back over the sale one more time, man, because some of you guys really not, either you guys not getting the sale, or you guys just, I don't mind you turning on hitting Hollywood Shantae, for some game, but don't hit my page just for some entertainment. Now, 6 game pieces for $50, or you can get 10 game pieces for $80, or you can get 15 game pieces for $100. Okay. The pandemic sale is this right here. It's 65 game pieces in my game piece library. So you get 65 game pieces for $300, and you get 3 15-minute consultations for free. 65 game pieces for $300 and 3 15-minute consultations for free. All right. So I want you guys to remember that the universe, it revolves around you. Everything starts and ends with you. You are the center. Everything else is around you. You are the prize. You make things happen. Let's continue to think with your big head and not your little head. Because in my life, I have never said to a friend of mine, especially a pimp friend of mine, I have never said, man, that broad got some bomb pussy. I've never said that. In order to be successful in life, you got to use your brain to win. Sex, that's just a luxury. When you see a broad, quit looking at her thinking, oh man, I bet she got some good pussy. Because when I look at her, a bad one, I be thinking, man, I see dollar signs. I'm thinking what me and her can do together. You got to change your way of thinking if you're going to be a winner. Now, if you want to be a sex sucker, okay, well, you know, that's your choice. But in order to win, you got to continue to think. Think with the big head and just use that little head for luxury. Don't build your life around your dick, because there's always somebody that can outfuck you. All right, I'm out.